Just a prank, bro.
Welcome to Earth.
Guy, base guy, you can fuck my bitch race guy. You swag to the maximum. Swag on 100,000, 100 trillion. Oh, goddamn base guy. I bust out my car, then I drop my roof. Well, I watch our shoes. That's just how I do. Then I park my car. Then I fuck your bitch. Eat that watch our shoes.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And welcome to the 14th podcast.
See, we got the number right
Big 14.
this time.
Yeah.
We did last time too.
Yeah.
Did we not?
Or there was a
Bernie
time a
just
couple
went
weeks
right
ago.
into talking.
Yeah, there was a time a couple weeks ago though where I think the podcast was uploaded.
That was me. Yeah.
I think it was episode
'Cause
12 or something like that.
The
And you put it as
previous week,
yeah,
Jakob
episode 11.
uploaded it.
Yeah.
I forgot I didn't.
That was the one where they were all recorded on the phones.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I wasn't there
on
that
the
weekend.
phone. Yeah.
So it's funny to think that 7 podcasts ago was the 7 and that was just the 3 of us.
Yeah, now we're back.
7 later,
We're back.
we
back.
said 14 and then
We gotta be.
Four-
we
we're
gotta,
not,
14
we're not
and then-
calling it that.
No.
We're not.
it has to be
that
us
stupid.
3 for 21 too.
Team
Yes,
to 7.
every 7 podcasts has to be a 3.
Every 7 podcasts has to be us 3.
Every multiple of 7 has to be us 3. Just us 3.
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
No one else gets it going.
Nope.
It's just
Yep.
us 3.
It's just us 3. The trio. Team to 7 in.
It wouldn't have been like this if we all hung out like at Bernie's or something though.
Yeah, but Bernie's house wasn't available.
And then Johnny couldn't do anything.
Then-
And I was like, well, I can have 2 people at my house. So I just pick you 2.
Yeah, we're recording
I
at
don't know.
Brandon's house tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, we're at my house. There's probably an echo, but
Yeah,
well, Bernie's has the same thing. So
Whatever. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll have more people. I think Sean, Matthew, and I wanted to be on so we could discuss Star Wars a little bit because by then we've already seen it.
yeah, I might. I don't know when I'll see it.
We're
I know I'm probably gonna see it
yeah.
with my dad though.
My sister's seeing it like Thursday night at Hollywood Palms. I'm like, I mean, I like the food there, but the waiters and everything would just be going in front
it'd
of you the
take
whole
forever.
time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still, it's a Thursday showing of Star Wars when it comes out, which is pretty, awesome. And then, of course,
Yeah.
we're seeing it Friday in IMAX. And that'll be a good time.
Those
So,
sold out tickets though.
and by the time I think you release it on Sunday, a lot of people will have already seen it. It's not like a lot of people listen to this anyway. So, we
People are
don't...
gonna see it multiple times.
Yeah.
If it's
I
that
plan
good.
on... If it's good, I plan on seeing it like 4 or 5 times. to be
4 or
honest.
5
I saw for comparison, I saw Godzilla when it came out like 6 times.
in theaters.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
When you think about it, if it's
It
like $12.
wasn't me who paid for all of
Oh,
them
none
though,
of them.
or not for all of them. I paid for when we initially saw it in IMAX, which was great, and then the rest of the time, I think I only paid for it one other time. The other times I went with like family and stuff,
Oh. You
It
went with family
wasn't too
multiple
bad.
times.
or
Was it different family members
yeah,
each
different
time?
family members. I went with my dad one week, and I went with my like mom and stepdad the next, and then I went with like step cousins like another time or something like that. So, yeah, it kind of got a little bit stale every time.
Well, yeah.
even the last scene, which was really like badass.
The
and
best
everything, with Godzilla just beating the shit out of the 2. I don't know what they were called again.
Mudos.
Mudos, right? Yeah, that got. I mean, it was pretty good. Still pretty cool.
The Mudos. That was amazing. I'm just excited for the new one though. The one that's coming out in like 2018.
The sequel to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's
Ju-
gonna have King. What was his name? Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah
Rodan. I
and
think that's it. There's
Yeah.
more. There's gonna be more.
Mothra, I think, is going to be
Definitely,
in it too.
yeah, Mothra.
Mothra's in it.
Of course. Has to be
I think Japan's coming out with its next Godzilla movie like next year. They released a trailer for it.
Yeah, it was Toho that's making
Yeah,
that
Toho Studios making
one. Legend is making this one.
Yeah,
Legendary.
legendary.
Wait for it. Legendary.
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend said that one.
Wait for it.
He's like-
legendary.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris. That's the guy who said, wait for it, legendary.
And Matthew silently cried.
Yeah.
He watches
Well, he wasn't.
TV a lot.
It's a guy you don't know, but.
Oh, okay.
And Matthew silently cried. Well, we usually start things off about talking about the channel.
We're finally having a Nuzlocke episode coming out tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow, yeah.
Jacob got around to editing.
I have a paper to write tomorrow.
After Fallout 4 died off.
I mean, that's what I
Died
did all
around.
day. That's what I did all day instead of play Pokemon, or instead of edit Pokemon. I just played Fallout 4.
Good idea.
I'm 48 hours into the game, and I've completed one main story mission.
Yeah, I haven't done any of them. Have you met the super mutant called Strong?
No.
Oh, because his voice actor is the same one as Goku.
Oh, really? Damn.
Nice.
But he's
Ever
like a
since-
super mutant. He's like, I'm strong. And I'm like,
Is
you
that
wouldn't
what he
tell if
sounds
it was Goku.
Yeah. You know Paladin Dance?
Yeah.
Somebody made a connection between his voice sounding like Buzz Lightyear, and I
They made him
cannot
mod.
get that out of my head.
Dude, they made him
Ever
mod, but
since
they
then.
made him look like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. But like, ever since someone
A voice
said,
like Tim Allen or something like
yeah,
that.
ever since someone was like, he sounds exactly like Buzz Lightyear, I cannot imagine it, like him talking without laughing about him sounding like Buzz
To
Lightyear.
me, it just
That's
sounds
horrible.
like George Clooney. It sounds a lot like George Clooney.
It's kinda like George
not
Clooney.
George Clooney, but it sounds a lot like.
But it's funny though, because like he's a straight-laced character that's like very like to the point about things, and it's just like imagining him as Buzz Lightyear is just
My eyes could have been sucked from their sockets.
yeah.
Like that one video I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
I'll have to show Griffin that
Yeah.
one.
Oh boy, can't wait.
No,
It's called Toy Soldiers. Look it up. You'll be in for a surprise. I guarantee that one.
but yeah, though today in my Fallout 4 adventures, I went to the Glowing Sea for the first time. Have you ever been there?
What is that?
The Glowing Sea.
What is that?
It's in the bottom left corner of the map.
Oh, where the freaking actual nuke went off.
Yeah. That's like one of the coolest places in the whole game.
Yeah,
by
like
far.
you can't grow anything there.
Yeah.
Some people use like console commands to grow crops there, and it's like, why?
It's
Someone
just
made like a Martian reference or something.
it's just really cool because it's like completely different from the whole rest of the game.
Yeah,
Like everything is just burnt and destroyed, and there's like radiation
it's
everywhere.
completely obliterated.
Which yeah, that's probably like one of the coolest places in the whole map.
Yeah, and then beyond, I think Nuzlocke, right? We're doing.
Well,
hopefully-
Sunshine, but I haven't done
Hopefully,
Yeah,
Nuzlocke
yes,
will be
it's
out
Sunshine.
tomorrow.
I just
If so, if not sometime in the soon.
I have a
in the
whole
near
paper
future.
to write.
I have to make a resume for English class.
Oh
which,
boy.
Okay.
I have a 5-page paper to write that's due like
So you-
tomorrow night.
Yeah, after
So,
tomorrow night,
Yeah.
I have a psychology paper about a movie that has to be 4 to 6 pages. I haven't started that yet, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
do that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
The couple dozen of you that listen to us and watch us are gonna have to suffer through another week of no contact. Suffer, aka in air quotes.
well, I mean, my
Yeah.
classes finish this week.
This week,
so.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is it. The last week of
I'm
Tuesday.
first semester.
Tuesday is my last like actual day where I have to do stuff.
Thursday.
And then for a
me.
month there will be just a flood of content.
Yeah,
probably.
I'll have,
And then
hopefully
after
I'll have
that
Nuzlocke out like every couple days.
Yeah, and then we're right after this. Actually, we're recording Ocarina, right?
Maybe. I mean,
Ocarina of Time.
would it be just the 3 of us then?
Yeah,
I guess.
sure. Why not?
Alright.
Yeah.
You could do a recording session here and then
I plan
another
to.
one some other day.
I initially planned to bring my laptop over here so we could record more Pokemon. Because
Yeah.
starting to edit that, like,
You wanna go back?
really, really makes me want to play it again because we left off at a pretty crucial point at the end of the last recording session.
I look forward to
Griffin
seeing
still
the next
doesn't
episode.
know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing which of your,
Which one bites the dust?
Yeah.
That's our only hint.
Yep.
It's coming.
It's a cliffhanger. You gotta
I
watch
tried
it.
to guess a couple times, but even they won't tell me.
Well, I mean, there's only like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
to
I only have
choose
seven Pokemon
Yeah, that's true.
At the moment. But yeah, in the very first episode of the recording
Oh.
session, everything goes wrong within like the first 10 minutes.
And then the rest of the session is just depression and despair.
But by the end it picks up though, because I start kicking some ass.
The last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, the last 10-15 minutes of the session.
Oh, man. Not again.
That's where
Drake.
that's where the joke
That's
Yep,
true.
that's from a Drake song.
that's where the joke or the finna get this money son comes
Yeah,
from.
that's right.
You'll
'Cause I
see
was-
the origins.
I was telling Brandon earlier that in the second episode of the session I say it and like no one has a reaction to it at all. And then I say it again in the 4th episode and like Matt just fucking loses it.
Well, Matt, like, he said it was funny because you looked at me. That was,
Yeah.
like, the only reason why.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what does looking at me have to do with anything? Which is why I wasn't laughing, because I'm like, what difference does it make if he's looking at me or not?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of lost my mind towards the end of that session. We were all just yelling and.
Not as bad as the second session. The one before that one.
Yeah, the one
that
before
one was
like
just like there was a carbon monoxide leak in the basement or something.
probably.
We're just losing our minds.
Yeah.
The one where you guys just kept like
Just
We just
screaming.
kept screaming. And shit.
those were good episodes.
We were at a
Yeah, we were.
Kakuna like Metapod battle. And we're just like
Yeah,
spamming the button.
that was a good episode.
Yeah,
I
those
thought.
are some good times.
Dude, I laughed so much on that session though. Like that was my good favorite.
I fell out of my chair
I did too when you didn't
because I was
catch
trying
the
to catch the
Kakuna.
Kakuna and then it wasn't asleep.
Like no, I wasn't asleep. And I just immediately fell off the chair laughing.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So hopefully we'll have
Much more content.
much more content up
We'll
this
be good.
month than ever.
Yeah.
As for Sunshine, I mean, I still got like a bunch of videos to edit. I still have like 3 finished I can upload. I don't know. I've been focusing more on my channel recently.
Wow.
Wow.
Might as well leave.
Wow.
I mean, I
No,
don't know.
don't leave.
Yeah, please don't leave because you have all of our content.
Yeah.
No, I mean
We
like
need you.
no, I'm not leaving. I've been uploading more to my channel than
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
to whatever. I was thinking of giving the videos to Matt and having him upload them.
Yeah, 'cause you can
That'd be a
edit
good
it.
idea. Yeah, he
I
can
give
edit.
him thumbnails too.
'Cause him and Matthew have been in talks about doing some live action sketches. They've had some mad sketch ideas coming up, and it's about
Hella
That's it.
sketch ideas.
hella sketch ideas coming up.
Got
so.
some sick radical sketch
Some
ideas.
funny sketches, some
Well, we had
original
one-
comedy.
We had one today. Some funny.
It's redundant to say it's funny. That's what sketches are.
But yeah, we had one at McDonald's today. We were saying we were just gonna say the punchlines of jokes.
Oh god. Not just any jokes, but racist jokes.
Yeah, they were really bad.
Those are really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started with the basic and then it just started getting like uncomfortably racist.
Yeah.
It was just like I hated saying them and I was afraid someone would hear.
Because we were just in the
Just
middle of
slap me.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like,
As usual,
I'm just
we
reading
go to
them.
McDonald's. We're gonna be so fat by the time we're like 25.
Yeah.
It's gonna be unbelievable. I already had McDonald's once today, and then we went again. So I'm just like, nah, I'll go get some Rosati's. And then they like didn't have the pizza slices. So I'm just like, all right, well, Culver's it is.
I had McDonald's yesterday. I had 2 McDoubles.
My colon is screaming at me to stop.
Why are you eating so much?
Stop it! Can't keep living like this, man.
Yeah.
On
Once
the-
my metabolism
on the
slows
other
down,
side.
I'm screwed.
You're gonna come in. We're
Yeah.
gonna see you one day, and you're just gonna be so fat.
I'm just gonna be fat as
You're
shit.
gonna be
Hey guys, how's it going? You guys made
Welcome
you
to
good pancakes.
Episode 17.
Episode 17.
You're gonna sound like a Vern. You're gonna sound like Vern on CBS.
Yeah.
If you ever like watch
What
like
is that?
football and so there's SEC football on CBS,
Yeah.
and Vern Lundquist is the main play-by-play commentator. And like sometimes during games, you'll just hear it through the microphone, him just breathing.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Because he yells so loud. Like,
he's like, wow. He doesn't even yell anything important. He yells like just random
Wow!
words. Yeah. He's like,
Wow.
yeah, he had a classic moment in the SEC championship a couple weeks ago where he was, I think it was DeAndrew White who caught a pass like close to the end zone, and it wasn't even that fantastic of a catch. It was just like, wow, and he just went up. And he just yelled, wow, and then somebody made a loop like a vine of
yeah.
that.
Like a 2-second
Just-
vine of him yelling, wow.
just repeat on it for eternity. Just wow, wow, wow. I looked it up the other day. It has like 5 million loops.
Wow.
Because it's 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Jim.
Wow.
You're right.
You're right, Vern.
We're thinking of doing a jokes of the year.
Yeah,
Inside
we'll talk about that
jokes.
too.
Inside
Our
jokes of the
inside
year.
jokes of the year.
Yeah.
Which anybody watching this knows of probably a few of them, at least.
Well,
We'll do the few of them
if
that
it's
make
us
sense.
watching our own podcast,
Yeah, exactly.
listening to our own podcast, of course we'll know the jokes, but to anyone outside of our
I don't know, we
circle
have
We've
of friends,
explained a couple of them.
We have like 30 subscribers though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's why I said a
do
couple
people know what
dozen.
/11 is?
Probably not. No,
No.
nobody knows what
Well, we haven't
slash
talked about that on
What
here.
about
That's true.
who the fuck is Ethan?
I mean, those both came from the same game, though.
Yeah.
No, the /11 was before that one. But I mean, oh, you're talking
Well,
about
it's the
From the
same,
same, like, yeah.
the same actual game. Yeah.
Shout out to Jackbox,
Yeah.
making
Fibbage.
great games. Yeah,
It's
Fibbage.
amazing.
Or as we like to play it, Quibbage,
Yeah, Quibbage. Where
which
we,
is like
Which is the better
applying
way to
the
play it.
rules of Quiplash to Fibbage.
yeah, whoever has the funnier answer, you vote.
And Josh
for.
was being just ridiculous.
Disgusting.
Rancid.
Just horrible
He
and
just
disgusting.
like his answers were only funny because they were so bad, and he did it so consistently.
Yeah.
He like went into
And he-
detail.
and he had a-
He
he had
used
a
up all the
crusty,
character.
lactating
He used up the character limit every time.
And he had a very wide variety of like the disgusting things that he was saying. Also.
Crusty
Some-
was a common word of his.
Crusty was definitely the common word of it.
Moist smegma cheese.
Yeah, he used those words probably the most out of all of them. Some of them were
Oh.
racist.
Yeah.
Some of them were really bad. But
Couple-
most of them
couple
were just
about
like
midgets.
yes. I remember that.
I had
Yeah.
the Michael Jackson one about that supple young lad.
Yeah,
What did Michael Jackson bring to Freddie Mercury's studio?
and he he
Supple
put
young
supple
lad.
young.
Or like, I
Did
would-
that one win the round? I forgot.
don't know.
Might
I
have.
think so. Either that or he definitely got the most likes out of that one.
There was a
God, Josh.
shit. What was I thinking about?
When's he coming back?
I don't know.
Well, they said this was.
They say he has
last
one more week of school.
So
yeah.
he'll be back soon.
Yep. The Ethan joke I think was because we were playing Quibbage again, and
Who was it?
he I think he was thinking like Evan. Or
Yeah, he was
something
thinking
like that.
Evan.
Yeah.
And he
But
just
he wrote
typed in
Ethan.
Ethan, and then Matthew just goes, "Who the fuck is Ethan?"
Because we literally know no one named Ethan. So
Just like, where did that come
we're just
from?
like, who the fuck is Ethan?
So the whole game was just. I think Matthew
Everybody
was just putting
just-
down who's Ethan.
and people
no,
combine
seriously,
jokes.
who's Ethan?
Yeah.
People combine jokes. I think one of the answers was Ethan/11. The /11 one came from another
I
game
missed
that we
that one.
played a few weeks beforehand of Quibbage,
Where,
and
Bernie,
Bernie
yeah.
was trying to type in something about 9/11.
Probably
Again.
just 9/11.
Probably
He missed
probably
the
just
9.
9. And he missed the 9. And when he went back to go like type the 9 in, he accidentally pressed send, and it was just /11. So he
So then-
won the round
yeah, and
from
then-
his stupid
Because
typo.
right when he made the typo, he was like, "Fuck, I messed it up."
No. And then we saw it on, and
Yeah,
we all
and
just
then we all
voted
knew
for it.
we all
too.
knew who his was because it was the only one that had a mess up in it.
We rewarded him for his mistakes.
Yeah.
I just started like purposely misspelling my answers.
Yeah. Including your name on
It was
Quibbage.
like World Trade Center explodes.
That was a good one.
Hungry men meals.
Yeah, so now you know a couple more of our many inside jokes.
Yeah.
You had Inderdana Jones.
Inderdana Joan.
That was
Entertainment.
funny.
Inderdana Joan.
Inderdana Joan.
Yeah, that's a parody Facebook page that I like.
And the tampon of the crystal skill.
Tampon. Oh my god. That's awesome. But, we'll do that, and we have plenty of, I think, sketch ideas that we're...
Yeah, I'd like to see some sketches.
We just need a camera.
Well, the phone, I guess.
Phone's
Phone's not
work
bad at
out.
all.
We need more shenanigan videos.
I found out the other
uploaded,
day that
though.
my phone can
Oh
record.
yeah, I still have those.
My phone can record in 4K.
You have them downloaded.
Only in 4K.
Only in 4K.
Only,
That- only
4K.
like the
Along
highest
with the-
resolution
Yeah,
out there.
I mean, I probably can only record like 4 minutes of it because the amount of space that 4K video
Oh,
takes
yeah.
up. But
We could probably...
You gotta get an external hard drive.
Yeah.
for my phone, yeah. It doesn't have an SD slot. It's so stupid.
We could probably... I mean, our sketch ideas probably won't be more than like 3 or 4 minutes
Yeah.
anyway. So.
If we actually got a camera, this would be easier.
For a mount, just get a
Yeah.
selfie stick.
Yeah,
No.
we'll just record on a selfie stick.
Yeah,
They
dude.
sell them at Route 21. We
Exactly.
checked last night.
Get the GoPros.
We got to get one.
Because we were visiting Emma, and we're just like, yeah, look, check out selfie sticks for $20. We can go buy these.
Why?
See, we could buy them.
I remember it was like 2 a.m. and I was just looking up random shit on the internet, and I just looked up world's largest selfie stick.
Oh, it's large. How big
how
was
long
And
it?
it was a YouTube video. It was like 20 feet long.
Jesus.
Alright, I'm looking at it right now.
It
Wow,
might
that's
have been
awesome.
longer than that. I'm pretty sure it was,
Alright.
but that 20 feet is like
The longest
I think what it
selfie
was.
stick in the world.
And then just like as watching the video, I was just like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
For selfies with a whole stadium of people.
Yeah.
Wow,
Longest
that's
selfie
pretty
stick.
amazing.
Guinness World Records.
What?
Guinness World Records.
How long is it?
This record is to be attempted by a team of unlimited size. Doesn't even say how long it is.
What the fuck? What's the point?
Which would be like
It
100
just
feet.
it says this record is for the longest selfie stick in terms of physical size. This record is measured in
Oh, it's
meters
not.
and
Maybe it hasn't been
centimeters.
recorded yet.
Meters, oh.
Meat trees.
Meters.
Well, I know there's a YouTube video where it's like.
Feet trees.
Yeah.
Oh, it's copyrighted.
Sweet intro,
Oh,
bro.
copyrighted. Can't do it.
Maybe it's
We're
in
gonna
the
get sued.
description.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's just links.
We're gonna get
Fucker.
taken down.
Well, I think it was 20 feet.
Watch all of our video. Troll station.
20
My
feet.
name is
Jesus
Jeff.
Christ.
I'm 21 and in my mom's car listening to Darude Sandstorm while fucking her right in the pussy. I have Ebola and am working for the Illuminati about a week ago. And I will use a selfie stick to prove it while doing the ice bucket challenge.
Nice.
2014 summed up in one comment.
Yeah.
That's
oh my
awesome.
god.
That's perfect.
That was
That's
11 months
2014.
ago too.
Yeah. Nearly a whole year of memes.
Yeah.
Meme magic.
Yeah. I'm 21 and in my mom's car listening to Darude Sandstorm.
Or as Bernie likes to call it, Darude
Darude
Dangstorm. I could. That sounds great
That's
on the
my
audio.
reaction.
Just really up close.
Why? Thanks for coming, guys. Bernie, we're not laughing at this. I'm gonna say it right now.
Calling you
Stop
out.
saying it.
Calling you out. Yeah,
Calling
we
you out.
leave Bernie's house every week, and he just goes, "Thanks for
Thanks
coming."
for coming.
I roll my eyes every time.
Well,
Don't do it.
now he's
I
gonna
cry
say
every
it
time.
more whenever we leave.
Now he's like, you're no longer invited.
Get out of my house.
Even though you're the only
You
reason
guys
we can
have to
actually
accept
record
my
stuff.
dankness.
Dankness.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm quitting OBB.
I'm done. I'm done.
I guess Toby will take his place.
Yeah.
That joke died out really fast, I think.
Well, it didn't die out. It was just.
Stupid.
We'll bring, yeah. I mean, it started
John-
off from
Johnny's
no
always
reason
gonna
at
call
all.
him Toby from now on. So
No, Matthew will call him that for eternity.
yeah.
Matthews
'Cause he
kind of
started
stopped,
it.
yeah. Matthews kind of stopped calling him, though.
He
I
said
have
it when we
to.
were at McDonald's. That was the only thing he called him by.
He did. Really?
Yes.
Well, we were talking about it last night. And
No,
he's
we talked about Bernie and Toby for 5.
Why,
it was while you were gone too.
Oh,
That was
okay.
while
While
you
I
were
was gone, okay. I mean, like, he just,
Accepted it.
accepted it
By
at this
now.
point. I try not to call him it as much as I can,
I
just
don't
because I
either.
don't want him to beat me up.
Beat you up.
Yeah. He when I said it on
Why
the
you call me Toby,
Tobecast,
nerd?
on the Tobecast, when I said it on
It was
that,
the Toby cast.
yeah, I know, but that's what Matthew calls it. He's
The
like the
Tobecast.
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 So I called him
Shout out to
that
Nintendo.
on that, and he kicked me in the back really hard.
Oh.
It's just like, my name's Toby. It was when he was really mad about us.
Paralyzed from
Yeah,
below
but
the
we were
waist.
talking about putting an ad on Craigslist and just for anyone named Toby that wants
So we
to
can
join
call
the
him
production
Bernie
company.
instead.
Yeah.
You're willing to work for no money, get called by a different name, and maybe laugh sometimes.
Has to pay for your own meals.
Yep. Sorry.
At McDonald's only.
So some
I'm
homeless
sure
guy,
somebody will,
some
find
homeless,
out. Yeah,
some
somebody.
homeless guy who somehow has access to the internet. My name's Toby.
I'm willing
Sure
to be
is.
called Bernie.
We'll just do what Laszlo Show did and put hire what are they called?
Oh, they got
a day
the,
laborer. Yeah.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, yeah.
The Laszlo show. They got a day laborer because their third guy got fired.
Yeah.
So they got a day laborer to
From outside Home Depot
oh my
to
god.
fill in for him.
Oh, yeah, the Lazo show. I
His name
remember
was
that
Jimmy
old
Jimmy.
show, yeah.
It's Jimmy.
That was a great podcast.
Yeah.
It was a radio show.
Or radio show, yeah, whatever.
They
And
hate-
then it kind of turned to a podcast.
Yeah.
After they got kicked.
Are
off
they
the
still,
Twitter.
Nope.
doing videos? No.
After Big Wayne
Rest in peace.
passed
Big
away from
Wayne.
a heart attack.
Wow, that sucks.
It was like the best part of the show, man.
Without him, I mean, it's just there's no point.
The chemistry's gone.
Yeah.
It's like there's just nothing else really.
That's
So-
sad.
It would just be like Laszlo making fun of Reed, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They could have comedians come on the show.
Yeah. I mean, Laszlo's still on O&A every once in a while.
Owen is gone too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's just
Fuck.
Opie and Jimmy. They had a fight recently.
Really?
Opie and Jimmy.
About what?
like, about the whole drama about Anthony getting fired. And
Why did he get fired again?
Because he said some racist things on Twitter. Because he got
okay.
beaten up by a black lady in Times Square.
Jesus.
So, like, he went off on it, and, like, he got fired for that.
Well,
And
makes
then,
sense.
like, I guess, I don't know what happened, but, like, Opie completely turned his back on Anthony.
Yeah.
And Jimmy didn't like that, I guess. So then, like, it was on the 1st of December, and, like, Jimmy just completely called out Opie on, like, trying to divert the subject away from, like, that. Jimmy, it went into a full-fledged fight. Sort of. They weren't yelling at
Was it on air?
They weren't yelling at each other. Wait, what?
Was it on air?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
There's like an hour and a half of it on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
It was a long thing. I was like,
What
I
could they
listened to
possibly be arguing about for an hour and a half?
the whole drama of the situation.
It's that complicated. They argue
Opie
about
was
it
like,
for an hour and a
I don't
half.
like it when you do Uncle Paul, which is Jimmy. He has characters
Yeah.
on the show, and Uncle Paul's like the molester.
Jesus.
he's a nice young boy.
Is he supple?
But yeah, though, I remember...
It's the best way.
I remember after you telling me that, like, Anthony got fired or whatever, like,
Yeah.
I was just looking at, like, his Ustream channel, and, like, he just had, like, hour-long videos of, like, him just getting drunk in his studio. And
That's
just, like, taking calls and just, like, talking to people. It's, like, that's, like, such an Anthony thing to do. But it's actually, like, super depressing.
Anthony was, like, one of my favorites. I mean, you know, like, Opie kind of just kept things in check, but it kind of seemed like after he got married, like, he just started becoming just, like, just not fun.
Yeah.
No
So-
fun allowed type of
Yeah.
thing? No.
So he kind of has fun, but, like,
Kind of like the NFL.
I don't like him that much.
No fun league.
Yeah, the No Fun League. That fined Antonio Brown for doing that touchdown dance on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, when he,
Oh, yeah.
was it
The
the guy
Colts-
that grabbed the pole, the end zone?
what he did was
What
he
is it called?
got a
Field goal.
Yeah,
whatever.
the goal post.
goal post. Yeah.
Goal.
What he did was he got a return for a touchdown against the Colts, and it was at a point in the game where it was just like Colts were getting blown out, whatever, who cares? So, and the Steelers were going to win, and when he got into the end zone, he jumped like basically crotch first into the goalpost
Yeah.
and like slid down it, and he got fined like $10,000
For that?
Yeah, just like it's the No Fun League. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, people got fined for having different, like, face masks, different
yeah,
colored cleats,
yeah.
different colored gloves. It's so stupid.
They're
Colors?
so restrictive
Yeah.
about it.
What's the color gonna do to the game?
Exactly. I remember Brandon Marshall...
When he was still on the Bears, or
Yeah, when he was still on the
Okay.
Bears, he would get fined for having, like, I think it was like green on his cleats.
that's dumb.
What? His shoes are blending in.
And he said, like, the reason he was doing it was, I forget what the color green is for, but it's for, like, support for some issue
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like some
Every color does.
mental disorder, like something like that. And it was like the NFL was still finding him for it.
Let's look that up.
So stupid.
And then
Keep talking,
I think
Von.
I'm pretty sure Von Miller's also gotten fined a couple of times for his sack dances.
Yeah.
Even though
I'm sure.
those are funny though.
Yeah.
He got fined because in the game against the Chiefs, he did the thing from crap. What was the show called?
Probably a green ribbon.
I think it was the Eric Andre show. He got fined for doing from the like humped dance, like sack
Oh yeah,
dance,
yeah,
when he was going like that in the sketch.
yeah.
He got fined for that, and I thought it was just funny. And some guy made a gif of just like the whole screen taken up by Von Miller doing that, just like dozens of times across the screen at once. That was a good game. But
Finish with the green ribbons for.
yeah, this is the sports part of the
Yeah.
podcast.
I don't remember
There's
what's
a
for.
bunch.
There's probably a bunch of them, yeah.
Mental
But I remember-
illness.
Now he's in the
mental health,
Jets.
Yeah.
That's specific. Was it just mental illness?
It was something.
Leukemia.
It might have been leukemia. I don't know.
Leukemia, kidney
But I remember him like
cancer,
announcing it on
glaucoma.
Twitter, like why he was wearing that color.
Right. And then he got fined for it by
Yeah.
the No Fun League.
But then he matched like every fine,
they
like, as a donation to like a charity.
yeah. Do you know what the NFL
Yeah.
might be doing for the postseason? Because everybody's been complaining about the refereeing and the officiating over
No.
because the officiating has gotten to a point in the NFL where it's like just so
God
bad.
awful.
They're missing so many calls a game. It's just ridiculous. And they're doing all that stuff. And the NFL said that they might impose like a change in how officiating is done. Like you may be able to challenge calls and stuff like
Officiating,
that
yeah.
Oh, thank
in
God.
for the playoffs.
Oh.
Some people have said that's good because, I mean, like, it'll level the playing field a bit because there's been some really bad officiating. Like,
calls.
I won't say that the Patriots lost to the Broncos because of officiating, because they didn't, but they did get screwed a couple times. But then again, so did Denver. There was a pass interference call early in the game against Talib that was really soft, and it's just like, well, that's not pass interference. But then there's holding calls along the line, like every single play.
Yeah.
They're not calling them ever, except for, a few occasions. So the officiating's gotten really bad, and of course it came to a head with the Lion-Packer game where Aaron Rodgers threw the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Where they got the face mask that really wasn't a face mask because he literally just smacked his helmet.
Yeah.
The reason why it got called is because Rodgers was smart because he knew that they can't review the play. He turned his head around, and the back judge saw that. You see that, and the flag's going to get thrown every time.
Yeah.
But people just took it as, like, this is why we should review calls, and that's why I think the NFL is doing it. Some people, however, have said that, like, you do that and you put them to a different standard than they did in the regular season, then that's a lack of consistency. Which, I mean, I guess I see, but at the same time, I would rather have fairer officiating than the shit that we've been given the whole season.
I saw one where it was like, it was during the Bears-Packers game, I think, and like one of the like defensive linemen just fell over and his legs came up and he tripped the guy that was running.
And then they'll call
They're like,
that.
oh, he's tripping.
Yeah.
No.
It's really
he fell
bad.
over and his legs came up.
That happened in the same Patriots-Broncos game where the Bronco defense was called for holding, and the offensive lineman literally just fell down, and they threw the flag. I'm just like, that's not holding, guys. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but at least they're not as bad as the ACC officiating crew.
Meanwhile, in the NHL, there was a video recently where like some guy like clearly embellished a high sticking.
Yeah.
And the referee goes, "Fuck you! You're getting an embellishing."
That's awesome.
Dude, I laughed. It was in a live broadcast, dude.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. Oh my God.
That's you're getting a fucking embellishing. And then like as you saying embellishing, they cut the audio. It's like, oh shit.
I saw a video recently where it was from like the NBA when like Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, so it's like late in his career.
Yeah.
And
when he was talking with the referee.
when he's talking with the referee,
Oh
did you
yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he was like, the referee was like, I don't think it went out of bounds off him. And Michael Jordan like tells the referee, he's like, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And he's like, you think so, Michael? And he's like, yeah. And then he was like, all right, we're changing the call.
Wow.
He
You
had
do
that
it for the
much
legend.
power.
Yeah.
He's like a Don from the mafia.
There was
It's like, no,
speaking
I
of
Well, I mean, he was a
Wizards,
co-owner of like the Wizards, but he was still having to play for the team
Yeah.
because like they were so bad. They were like, we need you to play. That's the only
gets
reason.
out of his suit, gets in a jersey.
That's the only reason why Jordan played for
Put me in, coach.
That's when like
puts on his Hanes underwear.
That's what I wish
and
John
socks.
Elway would do sometimes. Is just put back on his shoulder pads and be like, yo, I'm ready to go.
because
Gets injured in the first hit.
when
no.
when the Hornets, or not the Hornets, they were the Bobcats then. When they were really shitty, he was the owner, and like a bunch of people were trying to talk him into actually playing. But
Not this
he's
time.
like 48 years old. It's like
He
Not
still
gonna
thinks
make him
he's
play.
got it too. He's like 51 right now. He's just like, yeah, I could still play.
well, I mean, there was a video of him dunking when he
Yeah,
was like
that's
50.
true.
So
I think someone asked if like Kobe or like LeBron was gonna be like better than him.
There's
Or
been a
something.
lot.
He's like,
I don't think
"There's no
Kobe's going to
question.
be better
I'm still
than
the best."
Michael
Like-
Jordan. No, I don't think Kobe's
can't-
going to be better than him.
you can't compare. I mean, it's two different time periods
Yeah.
with
It's like-
basically two different rules.
Yeah.
sets.
It's kind of like comparing like NFL from the 80s with current NFLs. The rules have very much changed. It's like comparing the 85 Bears with any defense from now. It's like you can't, because the rules have changed
rules
to
and the
favor
play
the
styles.
offense.
The
Or, like
rules and the
seeing
play
how
style are
good
totally
Walter
different.
Payton was. It was like,
Yeah.
because everyone was super small
Yeah.
compared to how they are now.
You have to be very kind of comparative.
The
in
dude fucking
looking
jump
at
over the freaking defensive line for a touchdown. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
it.
now.
You can't do that now because
You
every
could.
defensive lineman is like
He's like-
6'6",
And they're all like
something
300
that.
pounds. So
Yeah,
Kind of like
they're not a
some
bunch of
quarterback.
scrawny white guys in a line.
Yeah. No longer are they that, because NFL coaches finally realized, oh, in order to win games, we actually have to win in the trenches and have a good line on both sides of the ball.
And I especially hate it when people compare like LeBron to Jordan.
Yeah.
Because they play two completely different positions, and they have two completely different purposes.
Who had more championships?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Jordan,
Exactly.
obviously.
That's right.
I don't know.
LeBron.
I mean, they'll always say, though, that LeBron didn't play on a very good team in Cleveland. But he played on a stacked team in Miami, though.
They won how many? Like
they won 2 in 4 years.
Yeah.
And then they lost the other 2 finals.
And then he went back to Cleveland.
Yeah, and then they lost to Golden State. But nobody was beating Golden State last year.
And
Nobody
no one's
has
beating
beaten Golden State this
either.
year. They got out barely in a
Repeat.
double overtime.
Yeah, against
win
the Celtics.
yesterday, though, yeah.
Which
Celtics
is
aren't
shocking.
too
The
bad.
Celtics aren't that. Yeah,
They're
not
like
that
they're literally like slightly above average. They're like 3 games above 500.
good. Yeah,
right now.
they're a pretty scrappy young team though.
Yeah, they'll be good in a few years.
They're
Kind of like the Cubs.
supple young lads.
Supple
Young lad.
They're like the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs. Talk
They
about
got
their-
Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
Let's go World Series 2016.
Yeah.
I hope.
Get it.
Got
That'd
Ben
be awesome.
Ben Zobrist as well.
Yeah, Ben Zobrist, and he's
And,
played under Joe Madden's system before in Tampa.
Yeah,
Joe Madden.
and John
Joe
Mackey.
Madden.
In Madden, we trust.
So yeah, they made some good moves.
They have one of the scariest lineups in professional baseball right now.
And they still said that they're trying to pick up or trade for a starting pitcher too. So.
So they're probably going for Greinke, I'm guessing, because they have Lackey, and they have Lester, and they have Arrieta.
Didn't Genker get signed?
I don't know.
I think so. Let me look that up.
I think I
Or
think
you can look it
Greinke's
up because my phone.
I'll look it up because your phone's
his
like
His
living on
phone's
the
like
edge.
almost
3%.
It's on the edge of glory. Nice burps.
Nice.
Right on the audio.
Yeah, I
40.
think Greinke got signed by the
Yeah.
Tigers unless that was somebody else.
What other
That might
pitcher?
be enough.
Fernandez is on the market from Detroit.
Oh yeah.
He's a good pitcher. One day they'll get Clayton Kershaw. They just have so much money to spend, though.
Yeah.
They've been very financially wise
Yeah.
with what they're doing.
He's on
And,
the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Greinke?
Zach Greinke?
He got
Yeah.
signed. Wow.
Did he get
To
signed?
the Diamondbacks.
He got
I
signed
can't remember
to
who got
Diamondbacks.
signed to
That's crazy.
the Tigers.
No. I know
It was
Fernandez.
It was
is
someone
so-
recently that we were interested in.
Yeah.
Detroit Tigers?
Yeah.
I mean, now
Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit- the
Yeah, we were talking
Detroit
about that.
Tigers.
Detroit
Did we talk about
Tigers.
that last time?
I'm not sure if we talked about that last time when Sean. He
We didn't talk
recently.
about that at McDonald's.
Yeah.
The
he, rec-
Detroit Lions.
he recently went
I
to.
spelled Detroit.
You spell like
Sean's influence has gone over to you. Yeah, but Sean went with his marching band a couple weeks ago to
No.
Detroit with a T.
Because NIU was in the MAC title game.
Maction.
Maction. Midweek
And,
Maction, my
They,
favorite football
they
games.
lost to Bowling Green, but he went and he sent us a snap of Ford Field, and he said, "Welcome to Ford Field, home of the Detroit Lions." And he didn't notice until we pointed it out to him too. He posted it.
I meant to
without
roast
knowing.
him for that at McDonald's today, but I
Yeah.
totally forgot.
Welcome to Detroit, huh, Sean? Yeah. No, we can roast him on here for that. But now the MAC is NIU in a bowl game this year? That's probably a question I should be asking Sean because he would know.
They should be, I think.
They've had a pretty good season, kind of like Northwestern has.
I'm assuming if they were in the title game, they would have had 6 wins, so they're
Yeah.
bowl eligible.
Is Northwestern? What's Northwestern's bowl game this year? if
They're playing
eligible?
Tennessee in the Outback Bowl.
I'll root for Northwestern because I fucking
January
hate Tennessee.
1st. Yeah.
I hate Tennessee. So
Yeah,
It was like in the first 10 minutes after the game got announced. So
Yeah.
many Tennessee fans were trash talking Northwestern already. It's
that's
like,
what Tennessee
like
fans will do.
It's like you know nothing about our team, but whatever. That's cool.
Tennessee fans will do that.
Yeah.
the
Vols
Outback
suck.
Bowl.
The only good thing that Tennessee produced was Peyton, and that's it.
I can't wait for Justin Jackson to run all over them
Yeah.
because I know he will.
Yeah, and then MSU's been talking up some big talk about.
Some big game we got.
They could very
Big
easily
booty
though be
bitches.
like 9-3 though.
Yeah.
Very easily be.
They lost to Nebraska.
But again, I take the mentality that you can't overlook anybody in any game. So
Yeah.
and especially not on a stage as big as this with what happened last year against Ohio State. I'd rather have the team be very well prepared and Derrick Henry, who's I think the favorite now to win the Heisman this year.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry's
I don't know
the
anything about what you guys
College
are talking
football.
about.
it's either Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey.
College football, basketball, and what was it?
NFL.
Baseball. I just don't know anything about.
Yeah. But now Christian McCaffrey I like too because he's the son of Ed McCaffrey, who was a good Broncos player back in the 90s who helped the team win the Super Bowl a couple times. Because,
cool.
I love that. So,
Oh, here goes Griffin again,
Yeah.
talking about the Broncos.
dude, why don't you talk about them in the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Wait, did they lose the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Did they lose to the Super Bowl?
Did they lose to the Super Bowl?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost to the Super Bowl.
They lost to the Super Bowls.
To the Super Bowls.
To the Outback
The Super Bowl, the Seattle Super Bowls.
The Seattle Super Bowls. In the Seahawk Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, I was hoping Northwestern would be in one of the New Year's Six games, which are like the 6 main bowl games.
Yeah.
But
The
they're
Stanford,
still playing on January 1st, though.
yeah, the Stanford playing. Who are they playing again? Stanford's playing Iowa, right?
I think so.
And then Notre Dame is facing Ohio State.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be a fun game to
Two
watch.
teams that I hate.
Yeah, that's going to be
Sweet.
fun. One of them's going to lose, and it's going to be
Yeah.
great, and I hope it's Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because I live in a Notre Dame house, so
Uh,
I had to deal with the Notre Dame talk a couple years ago. Because
God,
every
so
Midwest
overrated
fans, yeah,
every year. dude.
every Midwest, every guy in like high school, because Notre Dame's from the Midwest, they were just like, yeah,
Yeah.
Notre Dame, and I'd like wear my Alabama shirt, and they'd be like, oh, Notre Dame's gonna stomp on Alabama. And
That
I
was
like, yeah,
such a good game.
yeah. Who'd
dude.
you play? Who'd you play this year? You played nobody.
Yeah.
Basically, the SEC championship that year between Alabama and Georgia was the national championship.
game.
Because
Yeah.
either team, including Georgia, and I hate Georgia too, they would have gone on to stomp on Notre Dame. Either way, because Notre Dame was not winning that championship, even though they were ranked. They were ranked 1
Yeah.
because they were undefeated for
'Cause they were
playing garbage
undefeated.
teams. That's why the playoff was installed,
And
so
that's-
that way teams that go like 12-0 while facing garbage teams don't get
Don't
into
get
the
in.
playoffs.
Yeah, because
That's why.
it's
yeah.
an actual vote now. It's
Yeah.
not based on computer rankings. which
That's
is
why Ohio State was like number 3, even though they were 12-0, or so they were undefeated at one point. But like Alabama with 1 loss was ranked above them, and they're just and every
Yeah.
fan was just like, "Oh, well, we're undefeated." I'm like, "Yeah, you played like what Pitt?
Yeah.
Good job. You beat Pitt by
And
like 10
They
points.
beat like everybody by like 5 points too.
Yeah,
So it's
no matter how
bullshit.
bad they were. And then you have like, to use an example that I'm familiar with, Alabama played like Charleston Southern, who's a garbage team, just like say Pitt or Rutgers is.
Yeah.
And they beat them by 50 points. That's what you're supposed to do if you're a top 4 team. You're not supposed to take it down to the wire with a team that you should be blowing out by
Yeah,
50
with a team that
points.
totally sucks.
Yeah. So, I mean, typical Ohio State fans don't know football, etc. The Ohio State, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to be all pissy about that. It's the Ohio State, not Ohio State.
Shut the fuck up.
And what the
Please.
fuck is a Buckeye anyway?
Exactly. It's like a type of nut or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like your mascot's a fucking nut. Literally a nut.
Yeah.
Like you're garbage.
It's true.
But anyways, that's why I
This
was
is
really
the Ohio State hate part of
the Ohio
podcast.
State. We hate Ohio State podcast.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't really hate them until last year, until they beat us, and then I discovered how annoying Ohio State fans were. So obnoxious.
yeah. I mean, like I think I've told you this before, but I always say that like when I got interested in college football, I just hated Ohio State by default. Before I even was like a fan of any team, I was just like, I know I hate Ohio State.
they just seem like the team that you want to hate.
Yeah.
Kind of like Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland.
Kind of like the Oakland Raiders. Denver's playing them tomorrow.
I was like so happy because Northwestern last year had a shitty season,
This year they had a good season.
just all around, and they beat Notre Dame like in one of the last couple weeks of last year. So they basically knocked them out of like contention for like a top bowl game.
I remember they were ranked like number 7 or something like that at that point.
Yeah, I know they were top 10. I don't remember exactly what they were, but we went into their stadium and beat them, which was cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That was how close was that game? Do you remember?
We won on like a last-second field goal, I think.
I remember the game you're talking
about. It went
about.
into OT, yeah.
I remember the game you're talking about because that was the same night that Alabama had a big game against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And won and got out of there with a win. That's 2 seasons in a row Alabama's been able to like take an early loss in September.
I'm still here.
Yeah, Brandon's still here.
Brandon's alive, don't worry. But that's the second year Alabama's had an early season loss and then was able to pick it up and just go on a tear by season's end. And hopefully it ends differently this year, but
Yeah.
hopefully.
I hope Northwestern can beat Tennessee just to shut up SEC fans and Tennessee fans.
I know my team's in the SEC, but I never really got why people have just absolute loyalty, seemingly above their own team to their conferences.
to the conference. It doesn't make any sense. And it's only like the
it's
SEC
the same.
like
It's
that.
the same team. It's kind of the same thing though with the Big Ten recently, though, because there have been people.
I guess, yeah.
Some people have, but it's mostly within the SEC, which I don't understand because we all hate each other. Like I just said, I hate Georgia, I hate Tennessee, hate LSU, and I especially hate Auburn.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really understand the SEC loyalty above your own kind of team. I mean, they've just had a bad year this year anyway, though.
Yeah, the SEC hasn't been that strong this year. But I remember...
the Big Ten's been way stronger than the SEC this year.
Yeah, and...
They've had better recruitment.
People were saying, like, Tennessee lost four games by a combined, like, 17 points or some shit like that. And they were like, Northwestern lost 2 games by, like, a combined 60 points. It's like... Have you looked at what opponents you've had?
Yeah, Tennessee's kind of played a bunch of
Tennessee hasn't played that many great teams, but I mean, SEC schedule is still tough.
The reason why they're kind of ranked so high is because they played Alabama really tough. That game kind of scared me a little bit.
They've played all their games tough, and like the 2 games that Northwestern lost were against Michigan and Iowa.
Yeah,
and, like
there's certainly no scrub, but like they're not top 10 eligible either.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And they just got their asses handed to them in those 2 games. I don't know what happened to those 2 weeks, but
yeah.
I mean, our offensive coordinator's a total dumbass. I'm just going to say it. Because, like, we rushed Justin Jackson, like, 40 times a game.
I love you, but you're a dumbass.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like, the only negative thing I can say about
Northwestern
this year. And
what did this season kind of come as a surprise for Northwestern? Like, the way, pulling off more than 6 wins after last year?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because that's kind of how Iowa fans felt, too. Because I think this year, most Iowa fans predicted that they were going to only have 7 or 8 wins. Maybe be bowl eligible, but they definitely didn't expect to be one, drive away from winning the Big Ten and going to face Alabama. But, Oklahoma's also been pretty good, too, and I'm scared of Oklahoma.
You're scared of Oklahoma?
I'm scared of everybody else in the top 4,
Yeah.
So... I think everybody is at this point. Nobody wants to face Clemson. Nobody wants to face Oklahoma. Yeah. Nobody wants to face Alabama. Nobody wants to face those top 4.
I mean, it's been really close, I think, for a lot of teams. There was probably like 8 teams that probably could have been in the top 4. If
it was a close ranking, but I think ultimately they made the right.
They made the right choice. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they made the right decision.
And obviously the Michigan State Iowa game was just like a playing game for the.
It was to see who was basically going to face Alabama.
Going to be in the last spot. Yeah.
Because Oklahoma didn't play in there. Because Oklahoma lost to Texas, right? I was wondering, I'm like, why is Oklahoma not in the Big 12 championship? And then I'm like, oh, they lost to Texas, right?
Well, the Big 12 doesn't even have a championship game.
No, they had a championship, I thought.
No, they don't. They just play an extra week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know why. It's just like whoever's first.
Well, I guess I see why now Texas A&M switched conferences. That's how Brandon feels right now when we're talking about sports he doesn't know about. What are you fucking watching? What the fuck? Oh my god! Here's the title of the video. World's loudest orgasm with video. And it's just a guy leaning over and screaming.
That was me in desperation mode. I'm like, I have to get myself back into this.
Hi Brandon, welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, we've covered everything in college football.
Are you sure?
The Piesman.
Every time I thought it was just about to end, Griffin would say something else, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I saw you as I was talking about Oklahoma. You were just about to say something, and I'm like, and then there's Oklahoma, and you're just like, God damn it.
I just want to bring up one more thing.
I live the loudest cat orgasm. It's just
oh my god. Jesus Christ. That's
something else.
Jacob, what'd you want to bring up?
I was just going to say about how, I think it was 2012. Northwestern was doing really good at the very beginning of the season. And Ohio State, yeah. Okay. But Ohio State was they were either, I know they were top 4. I don't know if they were 1 or 4, but whatever. and Northwestern. It was Saturday Night Football for the first time for Northwestern in like forever. And like it was probably the most hype I've ever been about a game. It's probably the most hype I've been about like a game ever.
Yeah.
And it was so just like soul crushing after they lost.
They lost. Yeah.
That Bears game.
That's how I felt after the Ravens game. After I felt after the Super Bowl. After the Auburn game.
Yeah.
After a whole host of games.
I just like I completely fell out of sports for like so long after that game, where I just like didn't
it's just
care.
soul crushing.
I was just like, you know what? All sports does is to make me sad.
That
So
really
I'm just
did
not
break
gonna-
you.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel about the Broncos, except I haven't stopped watching them. I probably should at some point because
Griffin, I like the Broncos.
yeah, it's true.
But
We're
no,
in their
with-
Santa hat this year.
With Northwestern's 10-2 season this year, I've gotten back into college football. I can enjoy it again, even though Northwestern is just like, even when they're winning, it's like you don't feel good about them at all because at any point
They're like, oh well, they're probably gonna break
shit
my
can
heart
go
at some
completely
point,
wrong.
so
Yeah.
might as well. I feel you.
They've had so many ridiculous games and like endings, just
Where
like,
they've
what
been
the
on the
fuck?
bad side. They've been on the bad side of fate.
Of a lot of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But like the Notre Dame
happens
game that I was
bad.
talking about earlier is one of the times they were actually on the good side. So.
Yeah. And, there was
Brandon,
I'm just reading.
Brandon's input on the conversation.
cool, but
Yeah, that's basically all I want to say about that.
yeah. And then they had the college football awards. This is really quick, but it's actually
Is it now?
this is actually all right because
It's
they
fine.
they gave out the Ray Guy Award for the best punter in college football, and the guy who won, they interviewed him. He was an Australian. He said, "I like being a punter because
Great
something."
Australian accent.
I'm not going to do it Australian. Oh yeah, punter. That's more British than anything. Yeah, they're not too.
I like putting balls.
He said something along the lines of like, "I like punting balls because what was it? Because I'm fat inside and don't like running very far."
Wow. Okay.
That's one way to look at
He's
it.
one of us.
Yeah, he's one of us.
Man of the
He's
people.
fat inside.
He's a man of the people.
Meanwhile, we're gonna be fat in 10 years.
We're gonna be fat on the
We're
outside.
Fat outside and inside.
We're already halfway there. We're already-
Welcome to Obese Boy Production.
Official Obese Boy Productions.
Obese boy.
Oh, sports.
What, we turned to Rick?
Morty.
Alabama. Oh, Broncos.
We gotta do the podcast, Morty.
No, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're done with college
You can
football.
talk again, Brandon.
How long
Alright.
was that conversation?
That was probably like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was good.
But that's a big chunk.
Yeah, it's a
Good
big chunk of the
conversation.
podcast.
Everyone else
Especially if
we
we're gonna
know
record
is
it
probably
over
not
here.
going to care about that part. I'm just saying because they probably don't
Yeah.
watch college football.
Yeah,
So,
good conversation though.
I mean, at least the only
It took up time. That's
the
all
only,
you need
the
to
only
know.
reason
Exactly.
they would listen to it was because that orgasm.
Yeah,
Just in the middle
it's
of
the only
football
funny
talk.
part of the entire part of it.
In the middle of just all this football talk.
Yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of the video, especially if we're gonna record Ocarina later.
Yeah.
Because we didn't talk about that earlier, I don't think.
Oh God.
Did
yeah.
we? I thought I
Griffin
said
touched up
Did
on
we?
it briefly.
yeah, because we're recording Ocarina.
That feels like so long ago.
one of
after
the
that
best games of all
conversation.
time.
Yeah. Have you played it?
Yeah, played through
I
it.
can't wait for Game Rooms
When?
to play it.
It was when I was really young though.
When are they gonna play it? Aaron hates that game.
Aaron said he was gonna play with Dan.
No.
They said they're gonna play
Ocarina of
every
Time.
Well,
Zelda
Dan
game.
has to play it. Dan plays all the Zelda games.
They said they're gonna play it. No, Aaron said
Oh
that.
shit!
Aaron said that he wants to get really, really good at it, so that way people can't say that he only hates it
I'm
because
gonna
he's
get
bad at it.
So pissed at that playthrough. He sucked so bad at Mario 64 and blamed it on the game the whole time. The game fucking sucks.
That's what
I can't
Jeff
do it.
does whenever he played mini golf and he fucked up the.
He's like, my
the swing.
controller.
Yeah,
My controller! The controller pricked twice! And they're like, no, it absolutely
He's
did
like,
not.
no, you're just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, speaking of that,
controller!
I completely forgot to go to my house earlier to check and see if I had Mario Golf. I'll do that sometime this week.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Get
I'd
that
love to play that on GameCube to make up for the fact that we're not going to be able to play mini golf because apparently it's not on the marketplace like Johnny said last
Oh,
week.
yeah, it's
we
gone.
was recording like actual mini golf
We,
in the spring.
yeah, we'll go to a mini golf place and just record us doing that. That'll be a shenanigans.
That'd be hilarious.
That'll be top shenanigans right
We gotta go to
there.
the mall.
Yeah, we mall hopped yesterday. Sean, Matthew, Chris, and I. We went to the outlet mall for like 30 minutes.
Matthew.
We were at the outlet mall for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we were there. We went to Toys R Us.
That's not at the mall.
It's at the outlet mall.
The outlet mall, yeah.
The Aurora outlet mall.
Aurora one?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
The one right on the highway.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like
Them.
a little off the highway.
Yeah.
Just go down Orchard and you'll get there.
All right.
Are you talking about the one that's at Westfield?
No.
No,
That's
We did go to that one, but we didn't go to that one until later.
Alright.
We went
Yeah,
to
I
the
don't know.
outlet mall, and they have a Toys R Us there. And we went there, stopped in there.
I saw some of those Snapchats.
Had some fun shenanigans in there. And then we went to this Brain Game store, the one with all the board games and stuff like that. We had a fun time in there.
Yeah.
And then we went over to
Board
the Nike
games.
store
More
for
like
like 5
boring
minutes.
games.
Yeah, funny.
Got him.
They didn't even have Magic the Gathering. 0 out of 10. And then we just left for Meatheads.
I played that very briefly in summer camp.
I just don't
My
understand
friend,
it.
Like, my good friend was into it. So, like, me and him just played it. It wasn't like anyone else. I mean, it was pretty intricate. It was kind of fun, but, like, not something I would do.
I don't know. I feel like... Nice voice crack for myself.
I don't know. I want to play Magic the Gathering.
I feel like there's some games like that when they just get too intricate for like anybody even
to understand,
like,
except for
play
a few
it.
select nerds.
Pretty much any competitive game is like that. Because, like,
Not Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
League of Legends and... I'm talking about video games.
I mean,
now.
card games and stuff like that are
Pokemon.
usually like that.
Pokemon.
But that's what they said about-
heads or tails.
that's what
If
they
it's
said about-
tails. You get fucked.
Good interruption.
That's what they said about Pokemon though. How like every generation they make new rules and you have to follow those new rules.
It's getting kind of intricate.
So it's like it's like Pokemon that used to be super powerful are just like total shit now. So if you used to have like a really good deck, like now it's like
It's crap.
anybody can just like go to the store and just buy like 2 packs and just like beat your ass
Yeah.
because like everything now is so much more powerful than like all the old stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm a Gen 1er piece of shit, so
I haven't played any. Like, I don't know any of the other ones really.
I played Sapphire, and I think I played a little bit of White. That's racist, but
That's just
I could sense myself coming. I could sense
sense
it
yourself
coming.
coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I could hear that one, and like, because I knew I was about to say, I'm like, all right, I'm about to say the
About to
famous
say that
line.
color, Yeah,
About to say the famous line. That's racist.
yeah. I didn't like white though.
That's racist.
I fucking knew that was coming.
Every
I
time
played
there's a
black
neutral
before.
color,
I didn't
that's
like
racist too.
I didn't like black and white though.
That's
That's
racist.
racist.
It's just really weird.
Yeah,
The
I like
plot
that.
Yeah.
I like Technicolor better.
Yeah. Sepia tone.
Yeah.
The story is just really weird about like Pokemon rights and shit.
Rights?
Yeah.
Oh,
you remember that?
They're
Yeah.
that's
They were
right.
trying to
They're
say that it was like a blood
Yeah.
sport, and they were like gonna free the Pokemon to do as they
They've been
please.
saying they brought it up in a game what everybody else has been saying for years.
Like
It's like
PETA.
But I
when
mean,
you
like-
really think about it, Pokemon's really just a blood sport.
But like that's not the
You
point
shouldn't
of the
bring
game,
that. You
though.
shouldn't bring that into the game.
Exactly. It was
Because
really
that's-
weird.
They faint. They don't die.
Yeah. Therefore, it's
Well,
okay.
in my game they die. In Nuzlocke they
in
die.
Nuzlocke,
Nuzlocke,
they
yeah.
die.
But yeah, I mean, because every other Pokemon game was like, your Pokemon loves you. Battle was
Yeah.
like, to make it, you know.
Love you more.
They had a friendship connection between.
Yeah,
the two.
you're supposed to be friends with your Pokemon. But then,
Not
like,
supposed to beat the crap out of it.
and then like every time, like the rival,
didn't use your Thunderbolt.
the rival in the game is always like some guy who's like an asshole to his Pokemon. So then
True.
you go through the entire game trying to stop him from being an asshole. That's basically
Really?
like the story of
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh,
And then they're coming out with X and Y because they've ran out of different colors and gems to
well, that was like 2 years ago.
X
Yeah.
and Y. Yeah, right.
And then they
And then they got Go.
Omega,
Omega
Omega
Ruby.
Ruby and Alpha Sapphire,
Oh,
which
cool.
I have yet to play because I don't have a 3DS
I stick with the old
and I have none.
tried and true Fire Red and Leaf Green,
Yeah.
first gen.
So I got the Ask
My
Reddit
favorite.
thing open.
All right,
Get those questions.
this is our new
Um,
segment for when we don't have topics to talk about. We just go on Ask Reddit and find questions to answer.
Yeah.
What is a movie that you objectively know is terrible but you still love?
Little Giants.
That was like without hesitation. I would say The Room.
The Room, yeah, that's pretty bad. But
Or no, Fatal Deviation.
I've never seen
That's
that
an
one.
Irish kung fu movie.
I'm not a big movie guy, so
Little Giants is my favorite movie of all time, but it's so bad.
What's so bad about it?
Just it's a typical kind of like kids movie kind of thing. So it's one of those where it's like from purely cinematic perspective, it's really bad, but it's so like because it has John Madden in it, for God's sake.
Oh, it has John Madden.
It has John Madden as like Jerry
Oh,
Rice.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, it has all like those famous like football players come and help Rick Moranis and the kids beat the guy from Modern Family.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah, Rick Moranis from Ghostbusters.
That's like how like the Mighty Ducks movie is.
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks
It's
is
just
like
like
that.
if you watch it now, you're just like, this is fucking horrible.
It's not like the Space Jam
NHL
is.
team.
Yeah.
This made an NHL team.
Yeah.
The Ducks. Because they used
Anaheim
the jersey
Ducks.
from the movie as their original jersey before they were like, this is stupid. Let's
They used
go
to be
black
called-
and orange.
And they
Only
used to be called Mighty
only
Ducks.
90s kids can remember.
Remember the Alamo.
Remember the 90s kids.
Only the 90s kids
18
will remember the Alamo.
Only 1880s kids will remember.
It was actually
1890s.
1830s. I'm a historian, I know this.
Only 1830s kids will remember. The Alamo.
Happened in 1840 something, but
Only
yeah.
400.
You said 1830s.
I mean, like the kids will remember that because it was in the 1840s. They will remember.
Only
that.
470 BC kids will remember that.
Just shows the like another fall of Greek.
Yeah.
Or Greece.
Let's see what else we got. What is the worst season of your favorite TV series?
That's a tough one.
That is tough.
Jacob's thinking back to all the Community seasons to find out which one was
Yeah,
the
because that's
worst.
the only show that I've actually watched.
For me,
Season 4 of Community.
that was
It was not
pretty bad.
produced by Dan Harmon, and it wasn't written by him or any of the original writers. So it
There was a season of It's
really
Always
weird
Sunny
out of
that
place.
was kind of bad.
The first one, or
The
Was
first
it
one
after
was
the first one?
the first one was kind of only because Frank wasn't in it though.
Yeah.
But for me, it's In the Office, probably season 8. That was the one after Steve Carell left the show, and they tried to focus it more on everybody else in the office except for Michael, and it just didn't work. And the plot line was kind of bad. They introduced characters that really didn't fit.
Didn't add anything.
Didn't really add anything to the show. Season 9 was better, and especially the finale. So, I mean, it redeemed itself in the end for me.
a lot of people I know would say like Walking Dead season 2.
I would agree because
I
I saw
actually
That's
like
where I
that.
stopped
I like
watching
that
it.
season.
So.
I saw about half of season 2, and I had seen all of season 1, and I'm just like, this is kind of, and I haven't really watched.
Well, after
Walking
season
Dead
2,
since.
like it gets
it got
much
better. Yeah,
It's really good now.
people have told me that.
But
I
like,
think it was
I like
season 2 when I
season
stopped
2,
watching it.
like because I like the whole deal with Shane and all that.
Yeah,
It wasn't as action packed. It was more just about the people.
right.
But
I think
can
it's
One of
just-
these days, I might go back to watch the rest. And
I think that's
See
when I
what
stopped
happens.
watching it, just because I was like, shit hasn't happened in like 3 episodes.
Where's the
It's like,
zombies?
why am I watching this?
This is not.
Like, I don't care about like the drama between people.
I care about them
Like,
decapitating.
I want
zombies,
things to
that's
actually
why,
happen.
yeah, that's pretty much later seasons. Thanks to Scott Gimple in Walking Dead.
Yeah. Don't spoil
Seasons 5 and 6. Everyone dies.
it. All right,
Yeah.
that's basically Game of Thrones. So,
Basically, Game of Thrones. Thank you, George R.R. Martin.
yeah. When's the next season coming out for Game of Thrones? Because
Sometime soon. I don't know.
hopefully.
Jon Snow's not dead. I haven't seen that.
Didn't
far,
they say that the
But the teaser was like, he may not be dead.
Didn't they say that the book wasn't being written fast enough, so they had to like
Stop
make
filming.
the show
Yeah.
before like the movie would be deciding the plot of the books rather than the other way around, like it
Or
usually
the
was.
TV show.
Or yeah,
TV show.
that's what I meant.
I was like,
The movie.
I don't know.
I would say
I heard
Game
that
of
recently,
Thrones.
but I don't know if
I've
they
only seen
stopped
the first
filming.
season.
I've seen, I think all of them except for the most recent one. I still need to go back and watch that because I've heard the same thing about Jon Snow, but
Yeah, because Matthew spoiled it for me.
yeah, that's true.
I'm like,
So I'm like, well, no.
he's like, I've only seen the
first.
first season. He's like, and I talk about Jon Snow, and he's like, ha, he's dead.
God
I'm like,
damn it,
okay,
Matthew.
great, Matthew.
Thanks. Wait till you get to Red Wedding.
He's done that so much, dude. Matthew spoiled so much.
Yeah, Red
It's like,
Wedding, when
why
everyone
do you
dies.
keep spoiling things? Yeah, apparently that's like a big deal.
It
What
is,
season
it
is
is.
it?
I think season
4?
3. I thought.
There was
End of
a
3, I think.
there
I
was a
only watched
Red
like
Wedding.
the first
Game
3
of Thrones
episodes
fans
of
can
2.
correct me on that.
There was a Red Wedding parody in one of the Borderlands 2 DLCs.
Nice.
Was that in the Tiny Tina's thing?
Yeah, the Assault on Dragon Keep.
Yeah, makes sense.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love Borderlands.
Because it was.
I've been recently playing that again with a friend. I forget how amazing that game
The
is.
game's fucking awesome. I just got the Handsome Collection on PS4.
Oh,
So it's like.
it's a weird collection. No Borderlands 1, just
I know.
two
I don't know
and
why they
pre-sequel.
didn't include the first one. Maybe it was too hard to port. I don't know.
It's in the PS3 as well.
Yeah, but it was like a lower resolution engine.
Just fucking put it on. The year.
Just put it on.
Just put on the disc.
Do it. No, because I bought it.
It wasn't even that great, I would say.
Borderlands 1 was more like a beta for like Borderlands 2, I feel like.
Yeah.
2 was so much better.
And then a lot of people shit on the pre-sequel just because it was made by 2K Australia and not Gearbox as much.
Oh.
But
Was it still good?
I haven't played it yet. That's why I bought that Handsome Collection. So I can play it. But I've been playing Borderlands 2 first just because I wanted to play it again.
Yeah, I got the Game of the Year edition, so I want to play through all the DLC.
And the best thing is that they used cross save from the PS3, so I would just load my saves off my PS3 and I was right where I was at when I started playing on PS4. So I didn't have to play through all the bullshit
Oh,
at the
nice.
beginning of the game.
But going back to the season thing, I didn't even say mine, but I would say probably season 2 of Twin Peaks. I mean, there's only
I
two
have not
seasons.
started Twin Peaks yet.
But like, okay, so
That's where Jeff on
Rooster Teeth?
yeah.
Did he
Like,
start?
on one of the Achievement Hunter videos, he was like, season 2 of Twin Peaks is total shit.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay,
'Cause I
first
remember
half
him
was
talking about
good, and then here's the problem.
Yeah,
though,
he
'cause
said the same thing. That the
that-
first half was good. And then,
the problem was so the whole like show revolves around a murder of a girl, and they're trying to figure it out. That's like the main plot. And some FBI comes to Twin Peaks. It's like some town, and there's something about a sawmill and stuff like that. So like they solve the murder in like the first half of season 2. So the
Right.
rest of season 2 is like nothing.
It's like
Yeah.
filler.
It's basically like the main guy's like rival is back, and
They make a big deal about that.
yeah, and it ends pretty weird. It's David Lynch, so it's weird.
Oh.
But I liked the first season and some of season 2. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't.
It just didn't live up
It wasn't
to season
intriguing
1.
because we already solved the murder.
Yeah.
So it was like,
it's like having the
There's-
climax halfway through the movie.
yeah, it's like, well then, what's left to see? What other mystery is there?
Yeah.
But they're rebooting the show next year.
Yeah.
Doing another season.
Say every season of The Simpsons past like 1999 or something like that. It's gotten kind of... Because this season they added in like a really dumb plot line where like Homer and Marge get divorced or something. Or at least separated. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's just
called-
trying to draw
It's
viewers.
called Jumping the Shark.
It's called
Yeah.
It's called The Simpsons jumped the shark like 15 years
Yeah,
ago, and
true.
now they know that their viewership is declining, so
Jumping the Shark again.
they're jumping
Remember when
an
they
even
would-
bigger shark.
Remember when they said they were going to kill off a major character?
Remember when
Yeah.
Family
It
Guy
was
killed
Krusty's
off?
dad.
Yeah,
That's
oh
not even
no.
a spoiler. I don't even care. It was disappointing.
They also killed
Who
off
the fuck
Flanders'
cares?
wife too.
Yeah, well, that was
Way
a
back
big
in,
one.
that was actually kind of sad because I'm just like, no, Mister, no,
Thank
Ned,
you. Thanks a lot,
Flanders.
Homer.
Yeah, shooting that T-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Haha, Homer's an idiot. What an idiot.
Oh, Krusty's dad dies. I'm like, that's what you were hyping up? Some character who hasn't been on like any of the episodes?
Well, Krusty's been in a few, but like
His
comparatively to Krusty's dad, yeah.
He's
been
I mean,
on
he's
nothing.
Been a few probably.
Oh, but it
But
has
he's
a
not a
big
character
effect
I
on
care about.
Krusty, so
Krusty.
Krusty becomes like an alcoholic.
because he is an
alcoholic.
alcoholic, yeah.
Oh, I don't watch
Dude,
this.
he's already like a bum guy.
Yeah.
I don't watch
He's
this,
Krusty.
for you.
so I don't know.
Hey.
But it's like when Family Guy killed off fucking what's his name?
Brian.
Yeah.
And then they're like, JK, he's not dead though, because the fans wanted him back.
Oh, they brought him back.
Yeah.
You can't have another character that the creator voices dead. Otherwise, he'll have to voice another character.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Except
no.
he already voices Stewie, Peter.
He voices like half the
Uh,
characters on that show
pretty
anyway.
much.
So.
Which is pretty crazy.
Brian is
Seven
just
now.
his regular. Brian is just McFarlane's regular voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to try. He's just, here's my regular voice. I'm Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFartland.
Amazing joker.
Yeah, nobody's ever made that joke before.
Everyone put on your laughing hats.
No, you're right, Jim.
Well, we're at the hour and 9 minutes that we usually end it at.
Oh, nice.
Really?
It's always at an hour and 9 minutes.
We did it.
All right,
Hey, we
well,
actually made something out of like
15
nothing.
minutes of
Nice.
15 to 20 minutes of
Sports.
college football
Collegiate
talk.
You ready? Y'all ready
Yeah.
for it? This is good content you're watching here, guys.
All right, so the Alabama
Watching,
game,
listening to.
I actually had some more I want to talk about college football. No, I'm kidding.
Nah. We're going to talk about college football for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
See you, Brandon. You can get up and go to the bathroom.
Hey,
You
this
can
is
go
my
set up-
house.
You can go
Set up
for
Set up for
recording
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Yeah.
Like
Go ahead.
dank arena of time.
All right, Bernie.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bernie, this isn't 2014 anymore. MLG
It's almost
stuff
2016.
isn't funny. I'm calling you out, man.
Haha, funny. So this has been Griffin.
Brandon,
And Jacob.
I thought you was gonna go. I was like,
Right, bye. Yeah, see ya.
bye, we're done.
Bye.
We're Dunyan Rings.
Cowabunga!